We are live with the Onyx Path news and a brief edition of said news because Monday meeting is coming up soon and I want to make sure that I'm there in time for it. I don't like tardiness. It's nice to appear on time when you're expected somewhere, but because I've had various work going on in the house over the past week, there's never been an appropriate time to record the Onyx Path news until today. And I wanted to wait to the last possible minute so that I could capture as many international viewers as possible. I know you at other side of the Atlantic types don't like it when I broadcast in the morning because you all tend to be fast asleep, and that means you miss all the exciting news I have for you. So here I am at a roughly appreciable time for everybody. Anyway, enough of all of that. We've got news for you, and one of those pieces of news is that the Exalted EXIGENTS campaign is ongoing on IndieGoGo. EXIGENTS is the new core book for Exalted, a new raft of player options, little godlings created with all kinds of concepts and powers. It's proven very popular so far. At time of recording, we're almost at 300% of our funding target, which honestly, given that the campaign's been going for under a week, is pretty good. That's around where we'd want it to be, more so, in fact. And we admitted, we knew that there was always a risk when using a website like IndieGoGo because so many people are used to us launching our crowdfunding campaigns on Kickstarter. But it makes sense for us as a company to branch out, to use IndieGoGo. We did it for Victorian Mage. We're doing it again now. And if this campaign has shown anything, and the one for Mage too, it's that the fans of the game aren't as, let's say, captivated by the website with which we're running the crowdfunding as much as they are the game itself. That's good to know because it gives us options, and it also means that if we ever have trouble using Kickstarter, we can go to IndieGoGo. Yeah. And anyway, all the stuff about the provider aside, we of course have this fantastic book coming. But not only do we have this fantastic book coming, we have already smashed through a whole bunch of stretch goals. The link to the campaign is, of course, below. We have also, because of its popularity and increased demand, opened up brand new perks. So higher level tiers where you can do things like suggest characters, come up with places, all kinds of interesting sites and options for the game as backers. So if you back at one of these levels, it means you can go and contribute something to the book in coordination with the book's developers. I'm always a big fan of the consulting developer level. When I'm a developer on a book and I have consulting developers who backed a game that I happen to be the developer of, I'm always back and forth with them, trying to discuss things about what could be good for the game, getting their ideas, their opinions, as much as they want to volunteer them. Some people are very quiet, but I think it's an excellent way to get to see how the machine works from behind the scenes. So do back Exalted EXIGENTS, whether you're an established fan of Exalted or if you're brand new to it. Now is a great time to get Exalted 3rd Edition and EXIGENTS. Pair them together. You've got two fantastic playable options right there. And what's more, they're new. This is a new thing for you to pursue with Exalted. I don't recall another splat book by this name in the previous editions. I'm not by no means the Exalted expert on the team, but I understand that has caused a great deal of excitement as well. People like new things, especially fans of Exalted who have been waiting so long for a different book. And we have more Exalted to come in the near future. But knowing that time is a factor, I should probably leap on. I'm next going to leap to the Onyx Path Virtual Gaming Convention, which is running from the 10th to the 12th of June, so very soon indeed. We have links to that convention down below. And what we need from you is for you to run games and for you to play in games. For instance, I'm going to be running a They Came From game. I know people who are running Mummy, Legend Lord, Deviant. We've got a bunch of Trinity Continuum games, Scion, all sorts of things are going on. And of course, we have loads of panels too. We will have panels like What's Up with Onyx Path. We'll have a Story Path Q&A. We'll have a They Came From panel. We'll have an Exalted panel. We'll have the usual array of panels, so that if you want to hear the latest updates regarding the games we work on and upcoming releases, this is where we will be announcing them. So do make time for the Onyx Path Virtual Gaming Convention on the 10th to the 12th of June. And if that doesn't tempt you to GM for this convention, well, one thing that might is you do get paid for it. 50% of the cost of every game, let's say you put up a game and you say, I'm going to charge people $3 to play, maybe. Well, $1.50 goes in your pocket. 40% will go to charity, the Bodhana Group, which is a fantastic charity that uses games as therapeutic tools. And 10% goes to Start Playing because they help run the site and, they're maintaining this entire database of games. So any kind of contribution you can make to this convention is great, and you're not doing it for free, because if you're running games, and look at our various games, I'm sure there's one you'll want to run. Well, if you do, you don't have to be on camera. It can be voice only over on our Onyx Path Discord, and doing so will earn you a little bit of scratch, as they say. That's not all, however. We have also released recently, just last week, Scion 2nd Edition's Hero book on Roll20, so it is now navigable. You can use it in Roll20 through the program to basically run your games of Scion on Roll20. A lot of people, increasing numbers of people, use Roll20 now for their games, and we thought it made perfect sense to have Scion on there. So we've got Scion Origin on there, Scion Hero on there. You can buy them through the website and use them as easily as you would a book at your table. But that isn't all that's related to Scion, because also today and a bit of tomorrow is the last of the 90% off Scion sale. Don't forget, we are putting a different game on sale every single month this year for our 10th anniversary, and this month has been Scion 2nd Edition. The sale has gone incredibly well, but we don't have much longer left in May, so this sale ends tomorrow. If you want to get Scion 2nd Edition books at 90% off their price, you need to buy them today, really, in order to do so. Again, links are below to enable you to do so. Last week, we also released a Trinity Continuum Aberrant Tasty Bit, an Earth orbital habitat, which provides you with a setting, details about an organization, loads of story hooks, loads of options to explore in your games of Aberrant, and it's just a fun little supplement. I'm a big fan of our Tasty Bits program because we're releasing these small supplements that barely cost, I think there's around $2 a piece typically, and they are replete with ideas for your games and your characters. For the low cost that they come at, just buying a copy and reading it casually is a great way to spend your time, and hopefully it will inspire you with some of your games. And hi, Big Sarge, thank you very much for tuning in. Do I have anything else to say before the Monday meeting kicks off today? I'm sure that I do. I am sure that I do. Well, let's think. Right now, I am redlining. I'm in the process of redlining They Came From the Danger Zone. Danger Zone is the big action movie source book for Classified and Cyclops' Cave. More Classified, probably, in tone. So 1980s action movies. It's a great bit of fun. And if you want to play as cyborgs, as commandos, as grizzled cops, and so forth, this is going to be the game for you to get your Arnie on. Do look forward to that. Right now, it's only in redline stage, so it's quite early on, but there's lots of games in the process right now with all manner of stages. Do check out the Monday meeting notes every Tuesday morning to see where your games are, if they've moved along in the schedule. Hello, Nicholas. And yeah, that's about all I have to say. With that said, I'm going to go and get ready for the Monday meeting. Getting ready generally just means getting a drink, and not an alcoholic one. They're not that terrible. And you will see me again in under a week's time with any luck. But do check out the Onyx Path convention. We have linked it below. We would love it if we had GMs for this con. More GMs, more players. We want as many people playing our games as possible, because, well, it's the best way to learn them. It's the best way to learn about them and get enthusiastic about them. And if you've got a spare couple of hours, you can run a 2 hour or 3 hour game of a game you really enjoy, get people to play it, have a nice time in a way that you may not normally have the opportunity to do, as well as earning a bit of money. So do check it out. Do check out our Exalted Kickstart. Sorry, oh, there you go. Our Exalted IndieGoGo campaign that is currently ongoing. And I will see you again very soon. Cheerio.